Hello and welcome back everyone. I did a poll on my previous video asking what you wanted to see on this model, and the overwhelming majority of people said they wanted to have a big brushless motor on it. So that's what we're going to do. First I took the body off and cut the two wires that were going to the lightning since we're not going to need it anymore. I was surprised to see how much stuff was going inside of that toy. It has a lot of wires, buttons and moving plastic parts to actuate the eyes and the mouth. A lot of stuff that we're not going to need anymore. The only part I'm going to keep is the front steering cover, since that part holds the wheels in place. I must say, I am surprised on how well this thing was made. I don't know how much that car was when it was new, but it has a lot of features inside that would have made probably expensive. At that point I was trying to figure out where the things were going to go. Where I was going to install the steering servo, where the brushless motor was, where the battery would go, etc. After I had a look at your comments, I knew I had to go full in. So I bought some carbon fiber rods and used them to make a drive shaft for the rear. I know it doesn't have to be carbon fiber, but why not? By the way, this was my first time using that material and I was very surprised. I mean, like, listen to this. It's such a weird material to work with. It feels like metal, but it's light as wood. I made a jig to make sure my wheels were lined up, otherwise at high speed it might go sideways, which is not something we want. I did a friction test to make sure everything was running smoothly. As it turns out, it's pretty good. I could have gone ahead and installed a small 18 scale combo in it, but where's the fun in that? So instead I installed a 8 scale monster truck brushless motor, which is capable of handling 6S LiPo. Oh yeah, I know where this is going. As you can see, this is no easy task. I had to go through a bit of surgery there. However, I think I found a way to hold it properly. Now it's up to the printer to get the part done. Since I have never installed such a big motor on such a small car, I didn't know what the gear rings I should have gone for. So I just went to 1-to-1. Cause why not, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Oops. After that great success, I installed my steering servo on the front. It was surprisingly easy to install since I only needed a small wire to connect to the steering knuckle. Now it's at the point where the car has everything it needs to run, so as I usually do, I put everything on top of the car, hold it with tape, and hopefully it holds up for the test. Before I leave you with the final test, I had to move the battery to the back since it has severe oversteering. And on that note, consider subscribing and I'll catch you next time.